Well, it's about 20 till 6 in the morning. Got up, got everything packed up, had some breakfast. Surprisingly, few people came into that camp, or rather the large group went on over the hill and camped down away from me. So I felt like I was camping by myself. Nobody was near me. It's beautiful. It got down to mid 40s last night, and that was it, despite the elevation. And we got a beautiful sunrise this morning, and now we're looking out over the valley here. All right, 5 miles to Inspiration Point parking lot at Highway 2, and Christy will pick me up at 7:30, and we'll have a bit of a shorter hiking day, but a long chore day in town, and some good food for day 19 on the Pacific Crest Trail. Guess we are walking by a ski resort. So it's 6:45 and we're making good time. We're about 1.5 miles from the road junction. It's like another ski resort water supply right here by the trail. Hooray! First things first, Christy took me to the Skillet Cafe, where I am going to resupply my calorie intake and increase my base weight. Okay, just after noon. Christy has fed me twice. I did laundry. She put me back on trail. So, and you can see it's straight up. So, I'm gonna try to make another 13 today, but we will see. Nice, someone put a water cache here. There's restrooms over there. Nice place to camp. So evidently now that we gained all the altitude, we're dropping quite a bit before we start back up. Again, experiencing the mountains in their fullness. Doesn't take much to switch from pines to live oak and yucca. campsite, 9.7. Okay, here's a sign to the water source. We're halfway up the mountain. We've gained about 1,500 feet in a mile and a half. We still got more to go, another 1,000. So I'm just gonna walk down the trail to water. This was Lamel Spring where we hiked out to and filled up a couple liters of water for the next 8 miles. It's kind of perched precariously on the side of the mountain, but it makes for good company and good discussion. So on we go. This is amazing. Worth the climb. And more climbing. Okay, now it gets real. You see those boot kicks? That's the trail. That was a great lunch on the peak of Mount Baden-Powell with a bunch of friends that I met along the trail, and they included me in some of their photos. It's a very welcoming atmosphere. We all had a nice meal there, and it's getting to be 4:27. It's kind of the latest I've hiked, but we got another 5 miles or so to go. Sorry, I'm navigating over the snow here. Before we camp, and we've decided to all camp together and have a little party. So that's great. I am an introvert, but I do like people, just in reasonable doses. So this ought to be a great camp tonight. Looking forward to it. Be there in just a bit. So for the past mile and a half, we've been picking our way through snow blockages and having to go either over, under, or through. And some of the scrambles, if the workaround is low and then you got to scramble back up the hillside, there's just no footing. So it's been a pretty challenging mile and a half, and it's now getting to be 5:34, and we've got about 3 miles left to get to the campsite. We're hoping we've just topped the last rise, because all that was climb too, and we didn't expect that. I guess we lost a lot of elevation and then had to gain it back. So now hopefully it's relatively flat and or downhill, and in the next hour we ought to be at camp. What a fun and challenging day. Okay, I guess we're climbing over this one.
2.3 miles.
So it's kind of weird. I'm almost to camp, but because of the 4.5 hour cutout in the middle of the day going to town, getting things done, it's the latest I've hiked. So it's about 6:30 now as we're getting close to the camp in the spring, and I'm usually lying down flat by this time. So I'll have to see how that affects the morning. Might have to stay down a little longer and just make up the time later in the day. But it's been challenging and beautiful, and we're almost there. Okay, end of day 19 on the Pacific Crest Trail. Like my chapeau is a little askew. The Serenity Shuttle has landed at trail mile 384. The mileage from Guffey Spring, where I camped last night, is about 19.4. We're here at Little Jimmy Spring Campground. Went down to the spring, filled up a bunch of water. You can hear there's a lot of people here who zeroed in Wrightwood and came out this far today. So a very interesting day, amazing amount of climbing. I mean, this is the most challenging climbing day for sure. And we are tired. We are tired. Amazing views though, fabulous. So I highly recommend it to somebody who wants to be challenged. You should give it a go. So I accidentally summited Baden-Powell by taking a wrong turn, but that's okay. I've got pictures up there and some funny videos to share with you. And then we had to navigate after that a bunch of big snow deposits in the middle of the trail. Had to go up and over, around, caused some misdirection for a number of folks, including me. So I was very happy to finally be done with that and be on our way in descent. But at Baden-Powell, we were over 9,000 feet. That's the highest point on the trail so far. Spent the day running into friends, the same group, and they're all here enjoying dinner around the many picnic tables they have in our area. So we'll see. This is the latest I've been out. It's after 7 o'clock now. I'm usually lying down by now, so we'll see how that affects the morning. But I'm in good company. I've had a challenging and rewarding day with great views. And got to spend some time with Christy in town, got 2 good meals, got laundry done, and looking forward to tomorrow. So end of day 19, trail mile 384. And remember, we're trying to do the impossible. That makes us mighty. Thanks for coming with me.